Hi, my name's David Warne. I'm the CEO, the founder of a great and iconic Australian company, Sydney Harbour Tall Ships. I have enormous respect for those of you who have stepped up to own your own business. I know the price you pay every day to keep that dream alive. The increasing costs of doing business, growing a business, hiring people, taxes, overheads that rise every month, infrastructure costs have put enormous pressure on our businesses. 7 years ago, I was a broken man, the owner of a grand 100-year-old sinking, rotten tall ship. No one was going to lend me a cent against the ship. I had a wife that desperately wanted nothing to do with me. I was $500,000 in debt with a newborn. If only I had known then what I now know. 8 long, hard years later, we have celebrated 350,000 customers on board our ships on Sydney Harbour. I have an extraordinary team of people, and our little business now turns over almost 10 million Australian dollars a year. Can you imagine the peace of mind when I discovered a way to save $20,000 of costs every single week? Costs that are now obsolete, costs that my competition are still enduring. I can show you a proven, yet mostly unexplored way to reduce your labour costs by up to 80%, infrastructure costs by 50 to 70%. But even more exciting than that, how to tap into resources that have the capacity to grow your business through the roof. We live in an age of globalisation, a concept that was unfamiliar to me just 2 or 3 years ago. As I continue to globalise, I have discovered resources, scales of economy that simply didn't exist or were unimaginable just a few years ago. Seriously, what will your company look like in 3 years' time? What are your competition doing? What if I could show you a way that will make you more competitive than anyone else in your industry?
Shogun Car Company was the company I had in Australia. Okay, it's a company that I had for many, many years. It's a company that started out doing Japanese vehicles. It's a company that we then proceeded into the US vehicles, converting vehicles from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. When I was in Australia, I had a factory that was 1,000 square metres. We employed probably 16 people on average. Okay, we had an operating cost of probably around 30,000 US a week. Our total expenses. Well, just to give you a quick rundown on a few things here, we've got 170 people. We're operating in just under 5,000 square metres. We've got an operating cost of probably around $40,000 a week. Our material costs are anything you consider, it's 20% of what we were paying in a country like Australia on just raw material costs. So if you spent $1 million in Australia, you spend 200,000 here. You can afford to employ the right person for the right job. So we end up being able to be able to fine-tune the conversions and everything we do to a point where it's just perfect. You get to a point where you just can't make it better. There is a window, and that window, the opportunity is now, it's right now. If there was the ability to be able to come to the Philippines and that you could really have somebody hold your hand, somebody who could step you through the processes, someone who could show you the way, that would make your life so much easier. It would uncomplicate things. It would really, really be able to fast-track things, and that is where David's Tour really comes into its own, because that is the service which I would use if I was starting again.
We are superior accountants, and that's the kind of thing that you can achieve here in the Philippines because of the professionalism of the vast number of college graduates that this company produces in the accounting area. Everyone speaks English with remarkable fluency. Not only is there a vast pool of highly qualified accountants, there's also very low-cost infrastructure and many government incentives designed to make business process outsourcing a successful venture. How do you become acquainted with the Philippines' capabilities? Well, you take a tour. So it's an excellent way to get an introduction to the Philippines.
I unconditionally guarantee that this tour will open your eyes and transform what you think possible. You will take home strategies that will unlock the cash within your business and dramatically build on your bottom line. Give us a call. Find a way to make this happen. This tour will rock your world. See you on the tour.